Everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey with you here today, and I'm going to share with you my week 10 project life. I'm using the Scraptastic Kit Club March This Life Noted kit for this spread. You'll have to forgive me, it's not perfectly laid out or anything like that. I'm not used to making project life videos, so hopefully it'll be just fine. As you can see right there, there is a notebook where I hand draw the way that I'm going to lay out the week in my pages. That way I can erase and switch things around and do things like that and do it on the couch or while I'm in the car waiting for a practice or something like that. So it's very, very low tech and I like it like that. Very easily done. As you can see here, I have already laid out my photos. That's the first thing I do is I throw down the photos and also pick out the cards that I'd like to use. As you can see, I picked one journaling card, that red one with the this and that, and then also the March date card. The rest of them I don't have yet, and I will add those, but I usually throw down the cards or the photos first and then do the journal or the filler cards and the journaling cards after that. As you can see, I'm adding those to the spaces. I like to have the colors coordinate without being too terribly matchy-matchy. I was going with sort of a red and yellow theme this week, not um, definitely tied to red and yellow, but keeping it with that overall general theme. And then I'll change up the colors after with the embellishments and alphabet stickers and things of that nature. So now, as you can see, sometimes I have some smaller photos and I will use a 4x6 card behind those photos to be able to use Instagram cropped photos or things like that. So as you can see, I'm now going to go back and start embellishing some of the items. So in that lower left-hand corner, I have two photos side by side and I've added a pennant flag that I'll just put the tiniest bit of journaling. And I'm also going to go through and add label stickers and um, just different embellishments on top of the photos. Like on that snow photo, I've added a little die cut. I've added the best circle tag over on the lower right hand corner. So that's kind of how I work this now as I choose my embellishments and add them to the photos. Once I like how those go, then I start adhering them down just like I am with that snow photo right there. So that's how I start my project life. And then I start adding journaling stickers and alphabet stickers. Sorry, I didn't mean journaling stickers. So right there we have Snow Fun for that upper left-hand corner. Yes, this is a March spread, and yes, we did have a snowstorm in March, which is super annoying. As you can see, I have my Stays On ink out, and that is how I stamp right directly onto the photos. Often I will just use a date stamp, as you can see right there, a roller stamp to add the date directly to the photo. I'm really a huge fan of adding journaling or dates just right on top of photos themselves. It's a great way to add little details without using a whole card for something like that. As you can see, I used a wood veneer arrow on the week that I'm highlighting, which is that first week in March, and then I just used my tiny attacher to staple that down. And like I had said already, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the label sticker, and it's actually not a label sticker, it's a journaling spot type thing, and then put the alphabet stickers right on top of that. And I'm happy with how it turned out. So now I'm able to go ahead and just start adding all of my cards right into the page protectors. Now, as you'll see on one of those cards, last week I had made a sequin photo pocket to go with the week, so I'm using that as well this week and just letting those sequins shine through. I love the colors that those are, so I'm really, really happy to have those part of 2 weeks. I like how that looks from the front and the back, so it works out great for me. So now, as you can see, I'm going to start using that right side because I feel like my left side is pretty well done. It is a very, very simple week. Some weeks I do embellish a little bit more or add a little bit more detail. This week I'm just keeping it really simple, letting the cards and some of the details speak for themselves and sort of, make the page a little bit more interesting as opposed to me doing that. I do include different things on my project life, including that card on the left side that you saw. It was when the phone call came in on my phone that my kids were going to be delayed school. So I took a screenshot of the phone call coming in because we received so many, I think it was something like 20 of those calls this winter. So it was definitely something I wanted to put in the album. I have before screenshotted the email and of the snowstorm and stuff like that, but I thought the phone call coming in would be a fun addition to the page for this week. Now, as you can see, I just go ahead and I add those things right to the pockets if it's a journaling card or a filler card or the photo as soon as I'm finished getting those out of the way so that they don't slip and slide around. Now on this card, it's a 4x6 card and I added the 4x4 Instagram photo and I've drawn a couple of journaling lines to add my journaling directly onto the card. I do that a lot on both my Project Life spreads and also my scrapbook layouts. And I'm adding just the tiniest little bit of embellishments to this card with the photo of a friend of mine. I took an overnight visit to a couple of friends and got to hang out, and that is the photo of that. Now I'm also going to go ahead and figure out where I want to keep that circle tag specifically. So I'll go ahead and, try it out in a couple of different places. Now this is a perfect example right here on this journaling card how I add the lines. You can see it sitting right there. And how I add journaling lines and then just go ahead and leave them like that because I love the bold contrast look. And as I said already, I use that a lot in my scrapbook 12 by 12 pages as well as my project life. So most of my journaling is hand journaling. It's mostly for ease. I think it's just so much easier to just write down what I'm thinking right then as opposed to type it out on the computer or on the typewriter. However, I do use the typewriter sometimes, and I also do believe in the power of handwritten journaling. I know someday that people in my family will look back and recognize my handwriting, much as I do with other family members, so I like to have that as well. Now I'm adding the alphabet stickers to this last card, and then that'll be it. Then the whole spread is complete. Pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty simple. Thanks for stopping by and watching my Project Life video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about how I do my spreads, please let me know. Thank you.